Hey everybody, welcome to your February 2022 Creativity Tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. So we're going to dive into this absolutely gorgeous oracle deck that is especially designed for inspiring your creativity. And then we'll pull a few tarot cards to see how you can use the message on the particular oracle card that we pull for your sign. I suggest you watch just for your sun sign and your moon sign. And as always, if you find this content valuable, please do consider hitting that thumbs up button. If not for me, then please do it for the cat. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, let's see what we have going on for you with your creative magic, the energies you can tune into to unblock, unleash, and flow with your creative inspirations and your creative magic. All right, let's see what we have for you, Aries. All right, we have this very gorgeous picture here for you. Oh, interesting. And we have share. Okay, Aries, to help you make progress, it's a good idea to share what you have and what you care about. Okay, and the number 3 here, so that may be important to you. So it might be 3 things you're going to share. You're going to maybe share with 3 people. Could be 3 different projects you're working on. So share what you have and what you care about. Very interesting energies here. You can see there's a couple people here. They're having an interesting, interesting conversation. So could be a little networking to do. Maybe coming up with some sort of, creative support group, or joining like a writing group or a knitting group, or a group of like-minded people to inspire your creativity. It could be, something like going on an outing with friends to an art gallery or to a cafe, some sort of, creative environment where the conversation you have inspires new ideas, something like that. All right, let's see. Let's pull a few tarots and see what we have. All right, yeah, you need some fresh inspiration. We have the Knight of Swords here. And we have the World, getting out in the world, okay? And we have the Hierophant, okay? So this could be some sort of, study group with the Hierophant here. This could be, some sort of new course you might take as well. But it's nothing formal. It could be like a community workshop, a workshop at a community college, something like that with the Hierophant here. So lessons, learning. You could be teaching somebody else how to do something as well with this sharing energy. But I think the important point here with this is that you need to kind of get out of the house. You need some, fresh mental energy here. You're kind of, maybe you've been a little bored with the same old. You need to meet and greet. You need to see people, of course, depending on your personal situation and what's going on in your neck of the woods, so to speak, with the current environment. Okay, but we have very, very inspiring energy here for you also to commit to perhaps some sort of new project. And maybe you're going to be sharing that idea with some close friends, I would say, with the Hierophant here. Again, like your creative BFFs, and maybe also getting their feedback on it. So, sharing your ideas, also getting the feedback of what you care about. This is, the other thing that's possible here with this energy is that you yourself may be the leader to start some sort of new group, whether it's a band, a jam session, because we have Taurus energy represented here twice, and Taurus has a lot to do with music and, of course, writing, also throat chakra. So it could be a singing group, something like that. So you might be starting that. You might make the commitment to say, you know what, I've got to take the initiative here with the Knight of Swords. I've got to be the one to make the phone calls, send the text messages, that type of thing. So, and, it's possible too that whatever you're going to be sharing has a little bit of emotional vulnerability to it. I think there is something here where it's important to act fast, which you like, to step out of maybe some sort of comfort zone of the way you think something should go. And, you know, sometimes being a little more emotionally vulnerable is not always comfortable for Aries. They'd rather do than sit around and discuss emotions. But there's something here, and again, that's a general statement, but there's something here where I think, you know, being in the presence of this group will be a good thing to help you grow and stretch yourself in terms of your emotional vulnerability through sharing with other people. Because as it says here, to help you make good progress. That's the thing. You want to make progress. The progress is going to come through you being a little bit more open about even telling your story here about whatever lessons you've learned, the Hierophant, through some sort of situation that actually, you know, you probably have already completed in some way. So I feel like you're going to, you know, maybe this sharing is drawing upon your own experiences with something, and you never know. Sharing this could also be very inspirational to someone else, Aries. So this is excellent energy. This is not a time to be alone. This is a time to get out there because it's going to give you that fresh inspiration. And I think it's time to be a little brave intellectually here. Sorry, the computer was being weird. But also being brave emotionally by allowing your own feelings and lessons learned, so to speak, to inspire other people. All right, Taurus, let's check in with some creative inspiration energy for you and how you can use those energies for the month of February for your creative life. Let's see what we have for you. Taurus. Ooh, look at this card. Very interesting. We have details. Examine your situation and take care of every detail, one step at a time. Okay, so that's excellent. That's very, very good advice because you are working toward, this looks like a bullseye, like archery target to me a little bit. So you are working toward, you know, some very important goal. Notice how it's taking up, you know, most of the card here. So you want to hit that mark. You want to hit that bullseye. Your aim is true. You want to reach your target. So but something's going on with the details. So let's see what we need to know about that for you. Examine your situation and take care of every detail one step at a time. And, you know, that's something you are very good at, Taurus, being diligent toward, you know, climbing that mountain of success like your fellow earth sign Capricorn. So it's time to also take a leaf out of Virgo's book and just look a little closer at what you're doing. All right, so let's see what we need to know about these details, Taurus. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Hermit. So speaking of Virgo, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay, interesting. All right, so what I feel is going on here is that you got probably at least two other distractions, shall we say, going on for you. All right, from the main project of whatever this project represents for you, whatever this creative initiative is. There's two other things that are calling your attention. You have three things going on in total, okay, with the Three of Wands. You have whatever is represented here, and then these two other situations, which could be not necessarily creative. They could be, you know, family obligations, work obligations, other things going on, whatever it might be. Apply the energy to your life. So you're trying to juggle these two things, but there's something going on here where that is kind of keeping you stuck and not making forward progress. So what I feel is going on here is there's energy here of the Virgo, of course, looking very closely at something right in front of you. And also this Three of Wands, which is about having a bigger picture perspective of the horizon, of, you know, the target, so to speak, you know, that you're aiming toward. So I feel what's going on here is that there's something that is a major detail that you perhaps have overlooked, but it's not going to come through trying to look more, I hope I'm going to explain this, what I'm feeling here correctly. It's not about looking more deeply for the detail. It's about looking for that detail in the bigger picture of your life is what I am feeling. And then once you find that detail, you go at it with the Virgo. Okay, let's get this organized. Let's do this. All right, here's this piece of information that I really need. What are the details of that? How's that going to break out and break down for me? So these two working hand in hand. But there's also something here about, this is a very mundane energy, the Two of Pentacles. This is very much about just taking care of daily BS. So you may need a little time out, a little bit of a time alone to, figure out what this bigger picture detail is that wants to come into view. So then you can make the detailed plan. This is the challenge I'm feeling with this Two of Pentacles. There's too much, you're swept up. You see, it's the infinity symbol. So it's like the never ending shenanigans that's going on with this, that's preventing you from really putting your hand on the third thing you really want to be doing and focusing on that. So what I encourage you to do is, take care of every detail, examine your situation, which is this right here. How do we kind of break out of this endless Groundhog Day loop of responsibilities? And how do we look at the bigger picture of what you want to do with it, whatever this initiative is, and how do I find that one piece that's going to help me transcend? Maybe it's, with the red in her dress, it could be that the bigger picture detail is to rediscover your why. Like, why are you working on this particular thing, whatever it is, whatever this target represents? What is this creative endeavor? Why is it so important to you? Find that passion and then iron out the details, because this is not passionate over here. And even we have all the red going on here as well, and the red here. So I hope that's making sense for you, Taurus. Realign with your passion, your passionate why, and then you can iron out the details. And it's that passion and reconnecting with it that's going to help you break out of the infinite loop of same old, same old. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have going on for your creative life in the month of February and how you can use these energies for your creative inspiration. Let's see what we have for you, Gemini. Oops, let's just get one. No, just one. There we go. Okay. Ooh, look at this beautiful hummingbird. Gorgeous. And we have flash. A creative flash of inspiration will come to you and quickly give you the perfect solution. And we have the number 17 here. Maybe that will be coming around that full moon in Leo, which is your third house of communication, which is happening on the 15th, maybe the 15th, 16th, 17th, around that time period. Interesting. All right. So a creative flash of inspiration will come to you quickly and give you the perfect solution. All right. Let's see what we need to know about that. And of course, the hummingbird, it's all about joy and self-expression, Gemini. All right, what do we need to know about this flash? Gorgeous. This inspiration. Let's see what we have. Oh, we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Wow, okay. So this creative flash of inspiration has a twist, has a surprise attached to it with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a very, very creative energy. Of course, it's often associated with Pisces because of the little, the little fish in the cup. So we have something here. Whatever this flash of inspiration is the perfect solution, because it can really help you express your individuality with the Nine of Coins here in a profitable way. So this could be really a gorgeous, money-making idea, so to speak. It has the ability to grow deep roots and be profitable for you. Also, it has the ability to help you move through a new gateway in your life. This Two of Wands, move through to a new situation. This Two of Wands often looks like the Gemini symbol to me, with these two wands sticking up here out of the ground. So the thing here with the Two of Wands, though, is that this person's kind of in this place where they're, you know, kind of up above on a parapet and they're looking out. So they are kind of in a comfort zone. So this idea, I think the way to use this energy is to allow yourself to get out of a certain comfort zone. And that may have to do with this, you know, creative surprise. Is this inspiration, whatever this flash is, does it surprise you? Okay, so if it's surprising to you, if it's really something where you're like, God, that's such a unique idea. That's something I've never thought of before. It really takes me out of the box. It takes me out of a comfort zone, and it really has the potential to open a brand new door in my life. That's the flash that you want, Gemini. And you know, what's interesting here is we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy for me, your fellow sign that is also ruled by Mercury, as are you. So this really, and Mercury is that quicksilver energy that happens very, very quickly. So, and there could be something that is a very tiny detail because of the Virgo showing up here that leads to this flash. So it's the type of thing, Gemini, where, you know, this is an example. You could be, I get a lot of ideas when I'm driving. Okay. You could be just kind of driving, going to work or whatever you're doing, and you could hear a song on the radio, your first few notes and a word. You turn on the radio and you hear that. Or you see a flash of something on a billboard as you're driving. Or, you know, something like that. It is that tiny little thing, that tiny little detail that could set off, you know, because you're in that kind of flow zone as you're driving, as we often get into. That sets off this flash of creative recognition and creative inspiration for you. So also I would say, you know, my driving metaphor, but also spending time outside. So if you're doing anything in, you know, with gardening, or you're out just in nature, you know, taking a walk in the park or whatever, that may be another environment very conducive to this flash of inspiration as well. Also, I would say any sort of, you know, Virgo endeavors, like any sort of environment of healing, like as you're on the massage table, as an example, or sitting in a salt cave, or floating in a sensory deprivation tank, or sitting in a hot tub, the Pisces here too as well. But something that's grounded in the body, which is very Virgo. So it can be something like that, where that environment provides that flash of inspiration that quickly gives you the perfect solution to some sort of opening some sort of new door in your creative life. All right, Cancer, let's check into your creatively inspiring energies for the month of February and how you can use these energies to your advantage. Let's see what we have for you, Cancer. Ooh, that looks very cool. Look at that. Ooh, we have actualization. You will achieve your full potential by virtue of your creativity and your honest pursuit of truth. Wow. So something's manifesting for you this month, I would say. And number 64. So I think something's really coming into being, a full potential. Some creative, big potential, a project maybe wrapping up or something like that. But I think the key, you know, coming to a happy conclusion, I think what's interesting here is your honest pursuit of truth. That's the key to having this fully blossom. All right, so let's see what we need to know about that. Having something come into being. Gorgeous card here. Okay. All right. Cancer, let's see what we need to know about that. Your honest pursuit of truth. 5 of Cups. We have the Virgo Hermit. And we have the 7 of Swords. Okay. So you have faced something, or you're facing it this month, of admitting to yourself that something didn't work out. Okay, so if you want to achieve your full potential by virtue of your creativity, there is something here. I feel like you're going to be moving on to something brand new. Okay, and the Virgo energy is your third house of communications. So it's going to be important for you to have that honest conversation with yourself, to notice how both of these energies are looking at this Virgo. You need a little time to reflect and regroup on what you want to do next. Something has finished, the Five of Cups, and maybe the result wasn't what you wanted. I mean, hey, not everything is a success in life. It's just not. You know, creative people have many failures, but that doesn't mean that we stop creating, because being creative is our nature as human beings. Not every flower bears fruit, as I like to say also. So there is something here where, you know, you've set aside some sort of, you know, it's important to have the honest conversation with yourself and set aside some sort of disappointment and use the Virgo energy to get back to the drawing board. You see, it looks like she's lifting a laptop cover here. She's looking down at this desk, you know, and get back to honestly what you know you want to do next. I feel like there was almost like you were having a little bit of a fib to yourself of trying to make something work. And you could have been trying to make it work for the last 3 years. That's very possible here with the 3 cups that are spilled. And you were hoping you could just kind of, you know, just keep trying it and somehow it would come together. There's something better for you. That's what I feel. I think this is time to invest in the new and the exciting and kind of get back into, you know, even with the laptop here, I think there could even be something you might want to, Virgo's about research also, get back and do a little bit more research and find a new path for yourself or a new avenue of approach to whatever, you know, this is. You know, there's just something here where don't stay stuck in the past and the old energy. What's done is done. And there's something here also about perhaps the new thing you're going to be working on is also going to be more spiritually aligned for you with the Hermit card here. There could have been something off. And when I say spiritual about the other two, when I say spiritual, I just mean in terms of like your soul purpose and especially, you know, what your next spiritual path is, what's opening up for you. So that's what I'm feeling here. There's just maybe was something with square peg in a round hole, trying to make something work and fit and not really being honest with yourself about it. But that's what this card is saying. Like, right? It is your honest pursuit of truth about your situation and about spiritually what you need next, Cancer, to really be working on. That is a part of your soul purpose. I mean, this even looks a little like, I mean, it kind of looks like a mandala here, but it looks a little like an astrology chart. It's kind of like, what is your soul purpose according to your astrology chart? Where's your north node? Where is, you know, the destiny that's calling you to pursue with your creative life? What's going on in your 5th house? You know, all of that type of stuff. If you need to know, book a soul session with me. I'd be happy to explore it with you. But get into that. Get into what your soul needs right now and let go of the past shenanigans. And don't be afraid to regroup, restart anew, and do a little research to figure out what's next for you. And also some soul research, some spiritual research into yourself, instead of trying to run away from disappointments and the truth, right? Because there's something new coming for you. All right, Leo, let's see what we have going on for your creative life in the month of February and how you can use these energies to your advantage to make some creative magic happen in your world. All right, let's see what we have for you. Ooh, look at this. Gorgeous. Beautiful. We have free associate. Allow the first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. Ooh, okay, wow. Wow. Okay. Allow the first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. Okay, so creative visualization, not censoring yourself. Maybe doing some free writing where you just keep writing and you don't stop and think about grammar or anything like that. You just keep going, asking yourself, what do I need now? What do I want to create now? And just see what comes out, no matter what it is, and not say to yourself, oh, that's dumb, or I can't do that, or that's too hard, or whatever. You just go for it. So, and you don't have to free associate necessarily through writing, although that is one way that can be very helpful. But you can also do it through a guided meditation or just sitting out on your balcony daydreaming, or, whatever. But this is about coming up with a new vision for your life, for your creative life. All right, so let's dive into that. Let's see what we need to know. But the key here is to not censor yourself, not hold yourself back or hold your vision back, and not limit yourself. All right, let's see. Could be a good time to do a vision board. This Virgo, this keeps coming up and I've been shuffling. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Here's your energy, the Eight of Wands. Okay. So there has been a little bit of stuck in the rut thinking here, going on here, with the Virgo ruled by Mercury, and then the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow and plotting. That's the word I want. Plotting, Plodding, plotting, like. Okay, so not that Virgo's like that. We're not saying that, but we're just looking at energy here. So this energy is getting bogged down in details, getting bogged down in slowness, getting bogged down in sometimes over-analysis, analysis paralysis with the Hermit here, so that we're going very slow or we're almost stopped, right? Because he's sitting there holding the pentacle. So this is like you're sitting there going, well, I guess that's what I'm doing now. It's not, I don't feel like this is necessarily very inspiring. This is up your street. This is inspiring, Leo. Look at the Eight of Wands. Look at this person on the motorcycle. Like, this is where you want to go. And this is your energy, the Eight of Wands. So it's time to work with the metaphor of this motorcycle. If you could go fast, if you could go anywhere you wanted, with your creative life, and apply that however you want, whether that's a project, a business, whatever you're doing. All right. So come up with at least 8. I challenge you, Leo, to come up with at least 8 free associate things. Just write them down, journal, like I said, daydream, whatever it is. 8 things that spark your fire, that would make you really excited to pursue. Don't put them in necessarily, don't number them yet, or just come up with 8. You can rank them later. First, I would just use the energy, as we say all the time, to, bestow a vision upon you. Get these 8 things down. And then afterwards, give it a day or two, go back to it and look at this list and be like, what do these things have in common? What vision do all of these things have about my life? And pick the one, or maybe order them from 1 to 8. Pick the ones that are your top 3 or your number 1. And that's how you're going to figure out the next phase of your creative life, your creative journey. What is creating this fantastical, exciting, new adventure for yourself? That's the thing also with the Eight of Wands. It is about an inspired new adventure. It's about freedom, feeling the wind in your hair, not being, stuck in this over here where you're overthinking things. And the thing is, too, you might have been overthinking them because you're putting the cart before the horse, so to speak, and thinking first about the monetary possibility of whatever this creative inspiration is, rather than thinking about how is it making you feel and how is it aligned with your own energy, the Eight of Wands. So this is very common. It's the type of thing where, and it's not, I like concrete examples. It's not wrong to, of course, research. Let's say you're trying to write a book. It's not wrong to research and see what the market has going on. Of course, that's not wrong to do that. But if you write to serve the market, it can be a very boring thing. It's not inspiring. Or again, it's a general reading. But these are my thoughts as someone who has written books and done different things. You know, it's you write and you create based on your own energetic inspiration, what lights your fire, baby. That's what this is. I'm not feeling fiery at all. And I'm really trying to think too much about money first. So that's the other thing. When you're doing this free association, don't think about the money. Don't think about this, that, the other thing. This is just about coming up with an inspired, new, creative vision for your creative life. That's all. All right. So I challenge you. Let me know in the comments what you're going to do, Leo. All right, Virgo, let's see what we have going on for your creativity and your creative life in the month of February and how you can use the energies to your advantage. All right, Virgos, let's see what we have for you. Ooh, isn't this pretty? Look at this. We have recharge. When the pace of life becomes too hectic, know to slow down, be mindful, and go with the flow. And the number 78 here. Okay. You may need to spend time, because there's two swans here. You may need to spend some time with your BFF, your significant other as well. There could be something like that going on, just to kind of recharge, regroup, re-energize yourself. Okay, so you got to recharge a little bit. Let's see what we need to know about that. The pace of life has been hectic, Virgo. And when the pace of life is hectic, it is kind of hard to sometimes tap into our creative inspiration because there's just a lot going on. So slow down, be mindful, go with the flow. Recharge, regroup. What do we need to know? Knight of Swords. Yes, the pace of life has been frenetic. And we have the Nine of Cups. You're secretly wishing for a break anyway. And the Hangman. Okay, so this is what I feel. You're going to get your creative wish, whatever, you're working on currently, whatever project you're involved in, whatever goal you're achieving. You're going to get it. You're going to get there. The Nine of Cups is here. But you're not going to get there any faster by rushing when you are tired, when, your energy is at a lower point. And there may be a lot of other demands on your time with this Knight of Swords. Everybody may want to hear from Virgo, do this, do that, help me with this, with the Knight of Swords here. So there may be a lot of kind of mental energy you're expending anyway on the day-to-day. And if you push, because, you are very, very focused on getting this manifested, the Nine of Cups here. It's something near and dear to your heart you want to have happen. The universe is likely to put you in a timeout anyway. All right, the Hangman is here. It is likely to put you in a timeout for all of Pisces season. Haste makes waste. This is what I'm feeling here with this. It would be a good idea for you to recharge, I would say. I was looking at timings here from the start of Pisces, I would say, because this is for the month of February. So I would say February 18th is when Pisces season, here's our Pisces here, when Pisces season starts. And we have the number 9. So there's 28 days in February. If you can just recharge, reset yourself from February 18th to the 28th, approximately, it would do you a world of good. And then when Pisces season starts again, in March 1st, well, not again, but when it starts March 1st, we hit the new month, then go. All right. So this is what I'm feeling here, Virgo. It's not going to serve you to rush. The goal will still be reached, but there's something here where you absolutely need to regroup and recharge, as it's saying, because, when we push and we don't listen to our bodies and, the universe has a funny way sometimes of slowing us down even more, because it could also be that the timing is not fully right yet anyway. I think you know for this particular thing to manifest at the moment. So I think you know what I'm talking about here, Virgo. So just pace yourself. Try to get in a little bit of quality mental downtime. That's what it is also with this Knight of Swords. Because I feel like there is a lot of mental energy happening for you with this Knight of Swords. There's just a lot of like worrying. WHIRRING. Not worrying, but worrying. Like your mind is worrying on like all speeds here. And again, it's hard to come up with fresh, inspired energy when that's the case as well. Because you could have that frenetic, I got to get this done, I got to get this done, got to get these things done. And there's that element of pushing. That's what I feel, rather than an element of ease and flow, especially mentally, like you're pushing yourself too hard. So take the break, recharge, regroup. You're going to come back in Pisces season, you know, very refreshed. I also feel here you need a little bit of pleasure right now as well. I mean, that doesn't say that in the card here with, you know, it just says slow down, be mindful, go with the flow, which is kind of like a Nine of Cups. It would be a great idea if you could, since we have the two swans here, go out with a best friend, go out with your significant other, have a nice meal, treat yourself, have the downtime. That's the Nine of Cups also. Nine of Cups is about good food, wine, you know, a little bit of TLC like that. Do that as well, Virgo. Take care of yourself as well. Like to have a little bit of pleasure right now as part of your recharging process. And you'll come back, you know, March 1st, ready to go. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on for your creative life in the month of February and how you can use the energies to your advantage. All right, Libras, let's see what we have going on for you. Oh, I just want one. All right, one, please. This one's like popping out. All right, we'll take this one. Oh, this is interesting. All right, we have let go. What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? Ooh, that's a very powerful message. What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way, Libra? Okay. Wow. And look, there's the butterfly of transformation, the death symbol here. So something's getting ready to transform. But of course, it's what, if anything, can be done. Right? So it's up to you. What can you do to let go of what is standing in your way? So there's something that could be a block. All right, we have the number 53 on there as well. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say about that. Libras. Oh, the Lovers, the Gemini. So it's your 9th house, the big picture perspective of your life. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. And the Sun card. Wow. Gorgeous energies. I find it interesting that we have two figures on this card as well, and two over here. So there may be a situation where, again, it's a general reading, so apply it to your life. What might be standing in your way is another person. So there could be a creative partner, creative partnership. It could be somebody, you know, you've associated with as in a creative endeavor in some way. That could be an editor. It could be you know, somebody in a band, somebody who's been a mentor to you. I mean, whatever. There's somebody who's in your creative life who's maybe been part of the big picture of your creative life for a while. But I think there's something here where because it's about let go. So there's something where there's a partnership, a relationship, something to do with your creative life that needs to be let go of. I think you've outgrown them. I think that you are moving in a different direction. It's not that they're bad or anything like that. They have probably served an important purpose in your life. It's been probably a joyful situation. But there's more joy ahead going solo. And with the Knight of Wands here, there is something about reigniting your passion for your creative life and what you need and doing it on your own. And that doesn't mean you're doing it on your own forever. I know Libras, right? You like partnerships. But there's something here about following your own bliss and joy, which is this Knight of Wands and this, and kind of notice how the Knight of Wands has turned its back on the Lovers as well. So there's just something where it's a type of thing you need to follow your own bliss, your own joy, versus whatever this partnership, mentorship, whatever this has brought to your life thus far. This is just a natural part of life. It's, ebbs and flows of cycles. Now, it is possible as well. Like I said, I'm feeling mostly that this probably was a favorable connection. But for some of you, this could have been somebody in your life who was a doubter, was a naysayer, who has been, somebody who's been throwing a lot of shade toward you, a lot of rain on your parade, like that type of thing. That's possible also. So depending on your situation, could go either way, either or with these energies here. So it's time also to let that, turn your back on that person and move toward the sunshine. So notice how we have the darkness here and then we have the brightness over here. So that's why I'm saying, like, there could have been a situation where somebody was, not as supportive as you would have liked, and maybe their true colors are coming out this month. There could be some beautiful success headed your way. And there could be an energy around you that really, you're going to see it very clearly. They're not invested in your success. They really, all right, Libra. So I would say if that's the case for you, move on and don't look back. Again, it doesn't mean you have to wish anybody ill or anything like that. But it's just about you, I think, as I said, moving on with joy, following your bliss. There could also be something standing in your way with a partnership about some sort of travel as well. So, what if anything can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? Maybe you want to go live abroad, as an example. You want to start a business abroad. You want to write your book, on the beach somewhere or something like that. And whoever you're with or somebody close to you, they don't want you to do that. They want to stay where they're at. So it could be even something like that where, you're going to be literally moving on as well, moving on, moving out, moving away. So letting go of that particular connection and partnership. This can also be with the Lovers and then the two things here. And we know you're the Scales, right? So you could be of two minds about what you want to do next for your creative life. So what is standing in your way may just also be yourself, in terms of having perhaps two distinct visions for your life and being in this holding pattern and not making a decision. So this energy is suggesting, what's standing in your way could be, I've got to make that decision, and I got to make it fast. I got to make it based on instinct, and I got to make it based on following where my passion is. All right, with the Leo, the Sun, where my heart's desire really is. So depending on your situation, apply the energies to your life. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you in your creative life in the month of February and how you can use those energies to your advantage. All right, Scorpios, let's see what we have going on. Ooh, this is pretty. Look at that. Okay. All right, we have delay. Confront the natural tendency to delay the finishing of a creative endeavor. Oh, okay. The procrastination. That's what I like to call it. Procrastinator. Are you being a procrastinator? The natural tendency to delay the finishing of a creative endeavor. Why do you think that is? Why is there a natural tendency to delay the finishing of a creative project? Because then we have to release it out into the world where it may be judged and where people may judge us. That's possible. All right, let's see what the energies have to say. Let's tune in. So you don't want to put off till tomorrow what you can do today. All right, so let's see. You got to get something finished this month, Scorpio. No more fussing around with it. Get it done. All right. Let's see what we have going on. Yeah, you're kind of tired of it yourself, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. Here's the World card. And, oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is excellent. All right. Scorpio, it's very possible that this is what's waiting for you on the other side of this project, the Ten of Pentacles. Will you get it done already? All right, so we have you, hanging in there, but you have also, if we look at this, it's like you're hanging on to the project itself, like you're not letting it go. And, you are kind of looking over your shoulder. Is anybody have a deadline for me on this? You got to make your own deadline. Make your deadline, stick to it. Your energy is starting to flag a little bit with having to constantly, futz about with this particular thing. So I would say, since we have the Aquarian energy here, it's time to wrap this up by the end of Aquarius season, which is finished on February 18th. So that's a challenge to you. I'm filming this February 6th. So can you get this thing done by then? Or the first draft of it, or the first iteration of it, or whatever. Can you at least get the thing wrapped up so you can move on and see its potential in the marketplace with the Ten of Pentacles, which looks pretty darn good. So I think what's interesting is the World card is showing up here. And because she is naked on the card, there is something here about being seen, being vulnerable, putting your baby out there, right? It's the Nine of Wands. So it's like, whatever creative project you've been working on, it is like, a pregnancy. You've been incubating, gestating this, this thing. And, it's time. It's time to birth it out into the world. Because even here, you see she's in this cosmic egg of endings and new beginnings in the World card. So, it's time to admit maybe some sort of emotional, what could also break the delay is just acknowledging to yourself, yeah, I feel a little vulnerable around finishing this and actually sharing it with the world and letting people see another side of me, or, something like that. But by the same token, being vulnerable and being raw and honest and real with whatever it is you're creating and pouring your beautiful energy into it is going to be the thing that makes it successful. Your honest energy. And that's what this is with the world. And with the world and the Ten of Pentacles coming out here, this could be absolutely a very, very profitable enterprise project situation for you. But it's got to see the light of day, finally. So, and, it has legs here as well with this Ten of Pentacles. Like, this is something that could continue to grow over time for you in terms of its financial potential. So this is excellent. Yeah, it's time. It's time to get this out there. I'm just seeing if I'm picking up anything else. No, this is what I feel. This is going to also lead to something else for you. You're going to start a new project, but allow yourself to really wrap this up, promote it. That's the other thing I'm feeling with this Ten of Pentacles. And maybe not start something new until Taurus season, maybe the end of April, when we have that new moon in Taurus on April 30th. Allow yourself a little bit of a break and a pause as well once this thing gets done. As I said, to nurture it, to help it, whatever. Because I'm assuming with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is something that you want to sell, whatever this creative effort is that you're doing. So allow the time to invest in selling the thing before you just, move on to the next project right away. So time to wrap this up. Let's get it done. You're almost there. You got a 9, you got a 10. So you're coming to the end of a cycle. World is the end of a cycle. But as I said, just don't jump into the next thing either. Allow this cycle to naturally wrap up and invest the time and energy into selling this thing, because it could really have an enormous potential for you. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on with your creative life in the month of February and how you can use the energies to your advantage. All right, let's see. Saggies, what do we have for you? Ooh, this one's pretty. Look at this. We have partnership. Once you have decided to walk your path in partnership, you must put the relationship first. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, so what this is saying to me, now we look at everything as a metaphor and it is a general reading, everybody's situation is different. If this is saying to me that there is a person in your life who's significant to your life, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. It could be a family member, it could be a child, it could be, your best friend. There's an important relationship connection in your life that needs some TLC this month of February. So there's something here about maybe perhaps focusing a little less on your creative pursuits and projects this month and pouring some much needed attention and creative energy into this connection. All right, so let's see what we need to know about that. I'm not feeling from this is not necessarily a creative partnership. I feel like this is somebody in your life, because it's saying you must put the relationship first. So there's somebody in your world who needs your time and attention this month. All right, let's see what we need to know about that. Yes, might be a Libra. Okay, wow, look at these major arcanas. Wow, look at this. Wow, 3 major arcanas going on here. So for some of you, this could be a brand new relationship in your life that maybe started back in Libra season. That's possible, with some sort of new commitment. There's something about, or it could possibly be that there is a new commitment in your life that is really going to be going to the next level. And it is a destined commitment because of the Star card here, which is a destiny energy for me. The Star card, of course, is also about healing. So, whatever committed relationship we have with the Justice, and this is a formal commitment. So this is probably a family member, significant other, child, like that type of thing. I'm feeling a couple of things. For some of you, the relationship may be going to the next level, and that's going to be all consuming. This as that can happen. So don't feel bad or guilty, right? Justice card. Don't feel guilty that you're spending time investing in a partnership this month. That's destined. This is a big important relationship in your life. For some of you, it's going to the next level, and that's why it's kind of all consuming right now. For others of you, what I am feeling is that, again, some sort of committed relationship in your life, there's something where that person is moving rather fast, or events in their life are moving rather quickly. I don't think this is bad or anything because the Chariot's here, but they just may need some of your special energy, your healing energy. This could be, I'm picking up growing pains for some of you, especially if you have, a Cancer child, Aquarius child, or Libra child. There could be some, or they have it strong in their chart. There could be something here where they're having some growing pains, and they just need your guidance and support, Sagittarius. So it could be something like that. What I am also feeling from this energy is that if you take care of this month, if you take care of your commitments, right, the Justice here, to this partnership, and you give of yourself and you put the partnership first, the universe is going to pay you back with this, because energy, what goes around comes around, as we know with energy. So the universe is not going to delay your success in whatever your creative life is focused on right now. In fact, the universe is, I think, going to bring a beautiful success your way. It's not, your success is guaranteed and assured from these energies. And I think it'll be all the more sweet for you, provided that you do nurture this commitment first. So for some of you, that's what I feel is also going on. Your success, when it arrives, will arrive very fast. with the Chariot here, and will absolutely propel you to a next destiny. But for some of you, the timing may not be right to focus on your own endeavors right now. It's going to be that you got to focus over here. And the love and attention and care that you pour out to that person in your life who needs it right now will come back around to you in a very, very beautiful way. So, you know, apply the energy to your life here. Very interesting. But for some of you, you know, you got something very interesting that could be percolating in your world very soon. With some, if you're looking for love, I know this is not a love reading, but hey, our love life is all about creative energy, isn't it? So, I mean, this really could be a gorgeous new person coming into your life. And that relationship could bring a lot of beautiful, beautiful healing so that it may inspire your creativity anew as well. Because, you know, especially if you're a poet or a writer or something like that, relationships are often our best inspirational source. Capricorn, let's see what we have going on for you with your creative life in the month of February and how you can use the energies to your advantage. All right, let's see what we have. Capricorns, what do we have going on? One, please. There we go. Ooh, this is kind of exciting. Look at this. We have Capricorn. We have accomplishment. Remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome present self-doubt. Oh, wow. That's a very interesting message here, isn't it? Okay, remember past accomplishments, and you know you have them. I mean, you're a Capricorn. You know that there's many that you can look back on. So it's time to remember who you are. Remember all that you've achieved as a way to overcome any self-doubt you may be going through right now. Okay, all right, so let's see what we have. Let's see what do we need to know about that for you, Capricorn. It might be a good idea to make a list as well to remind yourself of your past accomplishments, big and small, and look at that list. Can you make a list of at least 26 things? And look at that list when doubt rears its ugly head. All right, let's see. What do we have? Capricorn, yeah, Ten of Swords. So you're having a little bit of doubt. And there is your energy, King of Pentacles. And there's your Ten of Pentacles. Okay. All right, Capricorn. So look, we have these two tens here. Wow. Your star is rising. I mean, we've been saying this for the last several months. I think it's important for you to believe that your star is rising. I know, Capricorn, we've discussed this. You have not had an easy time of it because of Pluto in your sign. All right, but look, you've got Venus and Mars that are going to be conjunct at that full moon on February 15th in your sign. That's very powerful, fresh start, reboot energy to help you remember who you are, all the things that you've accomplished, all the beautiful talents and skills that you have. So I would say use that full moon, which is happening in Leo, your 8th house of transformation, to finally get yourself out of this Ten of Swords moment. I mean, what's done is done. Whatever has been stuck in your life, all right, it's been stuck for whatever reason. Maybe it's not the right thing right now. Who knows? You know, but focusing on this is not going to help you get to your pentacles. So let's get out of this. Get out of this mind. And again, it's mindset. Ten of Swords. Mindset about, you know, constantly checking your phone for news and information. And, you know, did they text me? Or did my book hit bestseller status yet? Or whatever. Okay. You know, like constantly looking for that affirmation outside of yourself when you need to turn inward. Ten of Pentacles for me is a Capricorn energy. So this is not about looking outward for the sign that things are going to finally shift out of this Ten of Swords. It's looking at yourself and the good things you have accomplished, remembering who you are, and refocusing your energies and on investing in you, which is what this is here. Okay, investing in your future, your longer term growth, looking at the longer term growth of your situation. Yeah, maybe there's been a temporary hiccup over here. Okay, whatever. That's going to shift out. And I'm telling you, there's major rebooting that's happening in your sign. You got Mars in your sign and Venus. And when that conjunction happens, that's like, you know, lighting the flame of desire, of rebooting your energy to pursue what lights you up creatively and what also lights you up in terms of your finances, because it's Venus and Mars conjunct. But Mars is how we use our energy. It's that, you know, creative drive that we have. And then Venus is of course what we value. So it's time to just focus on, you know, what is really of importance and value to you. And I feel like over here, there's with her phone in her hand, she's looking for outside validation. And we all get caught up in that. So there could be something like that where you've been looking for the kudos, you've been looking for the, you know, follower numbers, you've been looking, you know, looking for all those things. Forget it. Don't worry about that. I suggest looking at something here, and I do feel like good news is coming very soon about some sort of major accomplishment for you, because I mean, that is what we have as this card. But you're getting stuck in the present self-doubt because maybe it hasn't happened yet. There could be some very good news coming at that full moon. Absolutely. That is going to reboot and reaffirm, you know, that investment that you continually make in yourself every day just by being who you are. And as I've said before in other things, you know, you are the GOAT, G-O-A-T, which translates, of course, the acronym to greatest of all time, Capricorn. So it's time to remember that. You are the GOAT. Affirm it, believe it, and you will achieve it. It's right here. So hang in there, refocus your efforts, refocus. I would come up with 10 new longer term goals you want to pursue in your life. I would come up with at least 10, you know, 26 or 10, if you can't stretch that far, come up with at least 10, you know, beautiful accomplishments you've made in your life, and reaffirm the GOAT, reaffirm what you've succeeded in your life, and get out of this funk that's going on over here and look to that full moon to bring news. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for your creative life in the month of February and how you can use the energies to your advantage. All right, let's see what we need to know. Aquarius. Ooh, beautiful. Oops, upside down. Beautiful. We have sacred space. Gorgeous. Use beautiful art, music, and creativity of all kinds to put you into a sacred space. All right, so really creating an environment that enhances and supports your creativity. So as it says here, through art or music or whatever else, getting yourself organized, decluttering. So using your creative energy to put you in the sacred flow zone. So, all right, let's see what we need to know about that for you, Aquarius. So this could be, if you have a little workspace, you know, redecorating it. It could be creating such a space for yourself. Because the word sacred for me has a lot to do with blessings. So blessing that particular space as a place where you do your creativity, cleansing the energy, setting the intention that that's what goes on in that particular area of your dwelling. It could be that you're going to want to look for a sacred space. So you might take inspiration from being outside your home, perhaps, to find some creative inspiration. So, it could be a place that is associated with spirituality, or that you find as a spiritual destination of some kind as well. All right, let's see what we need to know, Aquarius. 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Very interesting. And the 7 of Cups. All right, so The Ten of Pentacles is a home card. It is about home and family. And it is a real estate energy. So it can be our dwelling. Absolutely. It can be your home, the place you're renting, whatever. The Five of Wands next to it suggests to me that there is some chaos there. There's some disorganization and there's chaos. And you've been kind of, whether that chaos is through lots of activities in the home that are going on with the people you live with, or, I mean, this can just be whatever energy is around you. It could be neighbors, it could be animals, like your pets or something like that. But there is an energy of tumultuousness around you that's kind of throwing off the vibe here, the Seven of Cups. You're finding it hard to get a clear vision, to create Seven of Cups, because there's all this discombobulation around you. So you need to re-solidify peace and calm. All right, because this is what we're asking about, sacred space. So you need room, and you need room to dream with the Seven of Cups here. You need room to imagine, to re-envision your life, re-envision your projects. Seven of Cups is very much a creative visualization, imaginative, fanciful type energy where you're exploring, like you're exploring different possibilities of expressing yourself creatively. And there's just an element of chaos around you. So let's pull, I feel we need another card here. Temperance, let's pull one more. And the Fool. Wow, that's such a powerful message. So we got those. Actually, I got everything backwards here. Okay, it's okay. All right. So what this is saying to me is that you do need a change of location or some sort of change regarding this home situation. It could be the type of thing where maybe you just need to go out in nature or leave the home in some way, because here's the Fool. You maybe need to leave the home to make this change happen for yourself. Temperance. So you need more calm, you need more peace, you need more balance. Because whatever is going on there now, like I said, I mean, this could even be, you could have a lot of people working on your home. Or, if you watch the video of why I moved, this could be around you with all the construction, like what I had going on for my situation. So much noise, so much drama, so much shenanigans that it was very hard for, especially if you're a very empathic, highly sensitive person. It is very difficult to have a lot of big noise, a lot of heavy energy, machinery, lights, bright lights, like all of that stuff from construction work. So it could even be something like that where, you may need to travel, you may need to go out of town, you may need to regroup in a sacred space that's not in your immediate environment to change your perspective and get that fresh creative energy flowing again. So for some of you, it might be something like that. Some of you, it could be, this is very similar to, I feel like, what I've been going through. There could be something where you're going to maybe literally have to move. That is very possible. Really change your location and find a place that's going to have a lot more calm and peace where you can be creative. So it's the type of thing, I paused the video because the computer was acting a little weird. It's the type of thing where maybe that's not happening immediately this month, but it is a change that you are definitely contemplating. And it's the type of thing where, it could happen over the summer with the Seven of Cups showing up here. All right, Pisces, let's check in with your creativity energy for the month of February and how you can use those energies to your advantage. All right, let's see what we have going on for you, Pisces. Oh, just have this one. Ooh, beautiful. It looks a little like the Page of Cups, doesn't it? And we have direction. Ooh. Switch gears, reboot, and try a new and different direction. Okay, all right. Very interesting. Yeah, this does look like a Page of Cups to me. Okay, switch gears, reboot, and try a new and different direction, Pisces. All right, let's see what we need to know about that. All right, Pisces. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles And the Three of Wands. Okay. And the Nine of Swords. Yeah. It seems like you've been a little worried, Pisces, about, the next inspired direction that you want to go in your life. So both of these are visionary cards, the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This is hopelessness, the Nine of Swords. But it's oftentimes an energy of making mountains out of molehills as well. But, for the person going through the Nine of Swords, the energy is very, very real. They feel a little hopeless, a little helpless. They feel, they're not getting sleep, deep, nourishing sleep because, their subconscious is very worried. And, so even though you're sleeping, you're not really sleeping. So what we have going on here is for you to, here we go, focus on your attention on something brand new, the Three of Wands. So it's getting yourself in that creative visualization energy of looking out at the possible ships that could come in on your horizon and spending time by the water. That would be very helpful. And looking at, okay, if there was a new ship coming on the horizon that had your name written on it, Pisces, what would be on that ship? What would be that new adventure that you would be going on? If you boarded that ship, what direction would that ship take you in your life? So it is time to really focus on that. Focus on the new possibilities, and get your mind out of this. There's something here where you've been worried about where you're headed. Or maybe because you could be worried that you're not headed anywhere, or the creative project isn't going anywhere that you've been working on. Okay, as I said to one of the other signs, not every flower is meant to bear fruit. Not every project is successful. That's life. That is the nature of being a creative person. That is the nature of being a person. I mean, we try. Some things work, some things do not. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It's just life. So let go of whatever's going on. This is time to stop worrying about this and get in the flow zone of, imaginative and hopeful expectation. Your birthday season is coming. We're only a few days away from that. So, it is the start of your new solar year, your solar return. You have a fantastic new moon coming up in your sign early in March. So let's get that energy percolating here, Pisces, all right, to switch gears, reboot, and try a new and different direction, something brand new. And with this Queen of Pentacles here, whatever she focuses on manifests. So I feel like there's something here about new territory, like new grounded territory, because of course the earth sign, and then with her feet on the ground here. So yes, even though I'm working with the metaphor of the ship and, the direction of the ship coming in, it's that ship is going to lead you to a new shore, a brand new grounded possibility that can absolutely bear fruit for you with this Queen of Pentacles. I mean, look at all the fruit that she has here. So there's something about regrounding yourself into a possibility that can actually go somewhere is what I feel, rather than, whatever didn't work out over here. Okay, so you got this. Use this energy, Pisces, and, spend some time, especially by water, as I said, to you brainstorm very well by water to help you manifest that new ship coming in for you. It's going to lead you to a new and inspired direction. So thank you so much for joining me for your creativity tarot reading for the month of February. I love you guys. Have a fantastic month. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.